semi number 2, Jack.
And how exciting is this? The father-son showdown between the Kennys. Jet v Grant. Who will take it out?
It's hard to go past the experienced Olympic bronze medalist in Grant, but I think enthusiasm may get it this time. We're on board with Grant. I don't think anyone in this field has ever done as many ski starts as he has. Jet's just trying to get one done. He's got a little smile on his face. Another of the veterans, Jason Pryor, former Australian kayak team member. And the waves just starting to make this start a little bit harder for the marshals, and they're away. Kenny is on and going closest to the screen. Looks like Nick Dennis there with him as well. And oh, the wash smashes these guys early. So they're also looking to get in the top 8 to make their way through to the final. And this bloke's looking to beat his old man. He takes a look around as GK. Very nicely done. He's ahead of a lot at this point and doing a whole lot better than most thought he would.
I think he's having a look at where Jet is. He doesn't want the young fella to dust him up here today on his home beach.
Still prove who the boss of the house is there at the Kenny. So they make their way out, and the wash has taken these guys all over the beach at the moment. This nor'easter that started to come through, the northerly swell is starting to wreak a little bit of havoc, and we'll see how spread out the entire field is over the ocean. On the right-hand side is that Bill Bain, who's made the most of it at the moment. He'll have the inside run on the can. GK a little bit slower than he used to rate, but still pulls a lot of water.
Well, he pulls plenty, Josh. Probably not as much as big Jason Pryor out in front of him. So
he's the biggest man in the field, isn't he?
And Jet Kenny's out a little bit wider of the others, so he's going to have his work cut out around these cans.
And a little bit skinnier than the others as well, but Kenny goes to the front. It doesn't matter about size, it's all about speed. He's on the blue ski. Bill Bain, a great ski paddler, 3rd at the Australian titles on the inside on the blue and green ski. But Jack Moyes is coming to join the party on the black and white as well. Jason Pryor starts to wind things up. On the outside, he can see the finish line and he's going for home. But there's a real race on in the centre there at the moment as Bill Bain pushes to the lead. Grant Kenny looks like he's having a great time. A sneaky look around. He wants to know where Jet is. That technique perfect. Still 20 years after he went to the Olympic Games, and Bill Bain out in front. One man who wants to go to the Olympic Games, a kayaker, a former Australian junior team paddler, and a current Australian bronze medalist in the ski race, is showing us how it's done and gets a small victory from Mooloolaba, one of the men who stayed strong there at the club just down the road.
Yeah, he's been joined by Jet Kenny, so they'll both jog up the beach. There's a race behind. I think we saw Grant Kenny come back through strong. When he turned and went with those runners, there's not many who will do as well as he will.
And they're up the beach. It looks like Kenny will get through. Pryor will get through. Nick Green may miss out, so we'll have to wait for the judges' call. And taking a look, oh, they're through. Jason Pryor and Grant Kenny. Turn back the clock, Jack. They're in the final. Bill Bain, Jet Kenny, Jack Moyes, Jackson Collins, and Jai Duffy will all go through. Nick Green, Nick Dennis, Bailey Williams, Jai Timperley, Sammy Fuller, and Mackenzie Heinard will have to sit and watch from the sand.
Yeah, well, I'm quite surprised to be in the final actually, but look, short race and conditions that I like, so a little bit of luck goes a long way in this game.
The old man, racing with him against him again tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. He got me at state in the semi, so I got to make sure I get him tomorrow in the final. But it's always good to race Dad. He's always one of the best out there in these sort of conditions. But it's meant to swing around and be a bit different tomorrow, so it'll be good.
In all seriousness, good moment.
Yeah, mate, it's great. I mean, I just love racing with Jet. I love watching him race, and it's funny, I get out there in a race like that, and more than 50% of my focus is having a look and seeing where he is. So. And I know he got a really, really ordinary start then, and he was well back and did a lot of work to catch back up. And, in such a short race with this wind and chop behind you on the way home, you really can't afford to give up any distance, from those cans back, because if you're on something, you're pretty much on it. So it was, good paddle, and, yeah, I love it.